rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge. I'm Apurva. I work at WRI India on urban water resilience. I focus on urban hydrology, extreme events, and nature-based solutions for Mumbai. Today, we'll be talking about rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge. But before we start, I would like to talk a little about IIHR and the kind of work we are involved in. Institute of Integrated Hydro Environment Research is a non-profit research for development organization based in Nepal. We specialize in areas ranging from fluvial hydraulics to sustainable water resources development and management through to eco-hydraulics, hydroinformatics, and water-induced disasters, including effects of climate change. IHR also provides consulting services in diverse fields of engineering, including bridge design, hydropower development, irrigation system planning, operation, and maintenance. Besides research and consulting, IHR also conducts training and coaching classes for undergraduate level civil engineering students in water related topics. IHR also has collaborations with IIT Roorkee, India, NIT Warangal, Royal University of Bhutan, and Hohai University, China. Now, coming to today's speaker, it is my privilege to introduce our resource person for today, Dr. Devaraja Reddy, NJ. Dr. Reddy is a distinguished hydrogeologist and the founder of Rainwater Board in Chitradurga. So he has a career spanning nearly 4 decades since 1987. He's dedicated his life to the science of hydrogeology and the art of rainwater harvesting. His impact on the ground is nothing short of monumental. Dr. Reddy has successfully overseen the installation of over 1 lakh borewell recharge systems and 25,500 rooftop rainwater harvesting systems across the country. He served as a consultant for major government initiatives, including the Indira Jala Prabha project, and has served as a member of the Karnataka State Policy and Planning Commission. His relentless efforts have earned him numerous accolades, including the prestigious Karnataka Rajyotsava Award, the State Environment Award, and the India Water Warrior Award. He is affectionately known in the media as Bailuseemaya Bhagiratha for his success in bringing back water to parched lands. Now, beyond his fieldwork, he's a celebrated author with over 14,000 copies sold of his book on borewell rejuvenation. Please join me in welcoming a true water warrior who has turned the concept of catch the rain into a reality for thousands of community. That is Dr. Devraj Reddy. Now, coming to today's webinar topic of rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge, um, and with Nepal in focus. So, the world sees Nepal as a water tower of Asia, but the reality on ground is actually quite alarming. In the Terai region, which is essentially the agricultural breadbasket of Nepal, there has been recent reports as late as 2025 that indicate that nearly 90% of shallow tube wells have dried up due to over-extraction. In the hills and valleys like Kathmandu, traditional stone spouts are failing because the earth has been sealed due to urban development and it has become a concrete jungle which is preventing natural recharge. And we're also seeing a paradox where there are floods during the monsoon but also acute water scarcity during just a few months later. We are definitely living in a time where climate change has made rainfall erratic. We cannot control when it rains, but what we can do is control what we do with the rain when it falls. And if we do not actively intervene to catch this water and inject it back into our dying aquifers, we risk facing an irreversible ecological bankruptcy. With this premise, today's webinar is structured to first start with a presentation by our speaker of the day, post which the floor is open to questions for about 10 to 15 minutes. Questions, thoughts, discussions, all are welcome. And also, please feel free to post your questions on the chat as well. Over to you, Devraj sir.
Good evening, everybody. Audio is okay?
Yes, sir, we can hear.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Today's webinar is on rain harvesting and borewell groundwater recharge. First, I want to thanks to Apurva to introduce me for the Devaraja Reddy's work past 4 decades. As a hydrogeologist, my studies in the geology started my career in 1987. I securing 6th rank without expecting any government job. I worked as a water diviner, good old days, with a scientific way of water divining. There are a number of diviners are there. At the time, in 1980s, there is earth crust is plenty of groundwater because shallow aquifers are full, deep aquifers are also full. At the time, open well era. At the time, our director BP Radhakrishna, Bengaluru Puttaya Radhakrishna is the founder for the opening the department of groundwater department in Karnataka. At the time, our director says, as a geologist, we have to recommend only 25-meter deep bores, only 25 meters. That is the policy at the time. Nowadays, 25 meters, the policies, everything is missing. We went up to 2000 feet deep wells. Like we can say, KGF, Kolar Goldfield mine is there now, 3.2 kilometers. Like that, our borewells also 3.2, 3,200 meters. Like that, we went. What next? Okay. Without wasting my time, I want to directly come to the subject. Already introduced me. Apurva told about my awards, Krishi Pandit Award, Environmental Award, like that. I am basically in Karnataka, Chitradurg. It is semi-arid terrain, less rainfall. For 100 years, our rainfall, we can receive rainfall only 30 years. Remains 70 years is the drought. Wind speed is next to Kanyakumari. Chitradurga is the highest wind blowing area, less rainfall area, semi-arid terrain, hard rock terrain. We have to receive the rainfall. We can't expect once in 2 months we can receive the rainfall. In such area, I feel my birthplace is in Chitradurga only. That's why I came to in this field as a hydrogeologist. I served so many departments like universities and also education institutions, agricultural universities, like that. This is my profession. Earlier, I worked as a planning commission member, 3 years at time. Coming to the water, grandfather saw it in river, father saw it in well, we saw in tap, our children saw it in bottle. Where will our grandchildren see it? Maybe in capsule. If it still neglect, we can see only in the tears only. I received one award from Government of India, Ministry of Water Resources, New Delhi, in the year 2018. The contest name is Jal Bachao Video Banavo Puraskar Pavo. More than 2 lakh plus people are participated in this contest. I received the first prize. This video is very, very popular. More than 1.2 million views are in the YouTube channel. This is 10 minutes ka video. I concluded this video in 7 minutes. This video is very, very
Sir,
popular.
sorry to interrupt.
Hmm.
Can you put the PPT on slideshow mode, please?
Not coming now.
Yeah, can you put it on slideshow? The PPT is seen, but can you please put it on slideshow mode?
Okay. Now it's okay. Okay.
Okay, it's fine, sir. We can just go
Fine.
ahead.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah. This is the award video. I have one YouTube channel that is in the name of Devaraja Reddy. More than 1,66,000 subscribers are there. More than 700 plus videos. I received Silver Creator Award also. This video is educated the entire world. So many people by seeing this video, YouTube videos, they will educate. They will, without my knowledge, without my consultancy, they can easily implement open well, bore well, groundwater recharge, so many things. Coming to the Nepal, I love Nepal because very clean city, nature friendly, almost 7 states, 77 districts, almost 75% of the Nepal is hilly area, mountain area. It comes in Himalayan range. Shivaliks is the major crop type. This Himalaya, what happens in 1934, huge earthquake, more than lakhs of people are suffered. It is a catastrophic earthquake, 8.11 magnitude. Because the rainfall or everything is different in Nepal, because 75% area is hilly area, huge mountains. Here also very good rainfall, but we have to facing the acute water shortage, open wells, bore wells, and also the surface water bodies also depleted. Why? Because we have to see the lithology, why these challenges we are facing. Crisis not only everywhere in the cities or rural sector, drying up of springs, that is the major cause. We have to strengthen the springs. In the Western Ghats also, like similarly, Western Ghats, lakhs of springs are there because the springs dried up. Our rivers also movement is stopped. Like that in Karnataka, uh, Karnataka geology. I want to brief about Karnataka geology. In the Western Ghats Bay, some areas they receive 7,000 millimeter rainfall area. Some pockets they receive only 350 millimeter rainfall area. We can see the scarcity of water, coastal part of Karnataka, Western Ghats also scarcity, and also the dry land like Chitradurga also we can see the scarcity. That's why we have to conserve every drop of water. That is the main thing. I will come to the case studies. You see the shallow aquifers, these type of pumps are there in Nepal. In Karnataka also, in some places we are introduced these type of mini hand pumps, open wells, so dry. That's why you can see the beauty of the Nepal. The rainfall is almost 1,500 to 1,600 millimeter of rainfall. 80% is the precipitation occurs in the during the summer monsoon. Some places 3,000 millimeter rainfall. Some pockets we receive only 300 millimeter of rainfall. So what next? You can see the tankers everywhere. Tankers is the common throughout the world. In Chirapunji, we receive more than 10,000 millimeter rainfall area. After the monsoon is over, summer starts, we can see the tankers. In Rajasthan, just 200 millimeter rainfall, there also we can see the tanker water supply. Because we are not well planned. Nowadays, one big task is climate change is the big task. Just you can see Kodagu, Coorg, part of the Karnataka, Kerala, last 4 5 years there, we can see how the landslides are coming. In the core forest, we can see the landslides. Because of the climate change, we can see the urban floods. You see in Bengaluru, urban flood, just 50 millimeter of rainfall falls in Bengaluru, we can see the floods. Because of the cloud burst, you can see. Coming to the quality of water, can we drink these type of tapped water in the public taps? No, we are not faith about these taps because we are trust about the bottled water supply. Because every people from Rashtrapati Bhavan to Ashraya House, tak, we can see the RO water is the big business in India. You see, I want to directly come to the case studies. One big industry in Karnataka, that is Kirloskar Ferrous Industries Limited in Koppal, in the middle Karnataka. This Kirloskar pumps, maybe every person can be aware. These Kirloskar pumps are very popular in the world. Maybe 150, 200 years history is there, Kirloskar ka. This campus is 300-acre campus, 100 number of borewells, In the year 2014, what happens? 2014 is the drought year in Karnataka. Uneven rainfall. Our dams are not filled. Kirloskar, what next is? They're depending upon the borewells. 100 borewells, 24/7, they're running all the borewells. Automatically, the water table is declined. What next? They went to the tanker water supply. Per day, their demand is 300 number of water tankers. 300 number, you can assume how much water is required. What happens on the summer pay? More than they spent 2.5 crore rupees for the tanker water supply. Ultimately, shutdown is the last option. The managing director of this Kirloskar invited me as per my consultant advice. They make 4 lakes. You can see the lake, the beauty of the Kirloskar. This area is less rainfall area, semi-arid terrain, hard rock terrain. Rainfall is very poor. In this Kirloskar, you can see it is like a resort field. 4 lakes are filled. We built 4 lakes, Lake A, Lake B, Lake C, Lake D. Almost 60 borers were rejuvenated. You can see our Swamiji is coming to the inauguration. The Kirloskar is honored me, given the award, Kirloskar Vasundhara Mitra Award in the year 2015 pay. Entire the Kirloskar is now water, no water crisis in the Kirloskar industry. Till today, almost 10 years, they are not buying 1 liter of water from the outsource. Self-sufficient, no crisis in Kirloskar. Like that one case study in Bengaluru, that is Satya Sai Ashram, Baba Ka Mandir, almost 16-acre campus, more than 10 plus borewells, 1,650 feet deep borewells, no water. What next? They're buying the tanker source from the outsource. Per day, they're spending per month, they are spending 2 lakh rupees for tanker source. Ultimately, as per advice, one big farm pond plus 3 borewells are rejuvenated. Now, this Satyasai Mandir is self-sufficient in water. One case study, hard water softening technology, because everywhere the quality of water is not potable for drinking or agriculture, for industry, it is very risk. In every person can know, Maruti Suzuki is the very popular brand of vehicle, 4 wheels. In Mangaluru, it is coastal part of Karnataka. Per day, their water requirement is more than 100 plus vehicles. The plenty of water is there in the borewell. The issue is the quality of water is not there. Once after the service, we can feel in the glass by white dots. At the time of driving, it is difficult to drive the vehicle because of white dots in the scaling in the glass mirror and everything. Ultimately, the Maruti Suzuki Mandavi Motors invited me. As per my advice, bore will recharge, because there good rainfall, 5,000 millimeter of rainfall. Entire rooftop, Mandavika rooftop rainwater is going to the borewell. Within fraction of 2 years pay, Mandavi water becomes, hard water becomes so soft. Maruti Suzuki Limited given the one certificate for our advice. This is one more challenging. Every layout or every city pay, the layouts comes 4 acre, 5 acre pay. They made n number of sites. Every site pay we have to drill the borewell or open well. What happens within short time, every 30-40 feet interval pay, we can see the n number of borewells. But there is competition in the groundwater. If you drill the 400 feet borewell, neighbor person drill 500 feet, like that, end person will go up to 1,000 feet. That's why there is one villa, that is GSG enclave in Asan. The campus size is 3.5 acre area, 47 sites. They says individually they won't permit to drill the borewell, because entire park pay is drill 2 number of borewells. Entire 3.5 acre rainwater goes to this borewell. Automatically, water table is improved. Every household well is providing the borewell source. No corporation water, no tanker water, no individual borewells are there. So like that, every place, why can't we go for borewell? Community of water harvesting. Like this, every community, if you go for this type of concept, automatically we can avoid the borewells. Coming to the borewells, because Nepal water crisis, Cherrapunji water crisis, Coastal part of Kerala water crisis. Why? Because the borewells also not the assured given for 100 years or 2000 years. The borewell life maybe within 1 year, 1 month or 10 years, 10 years, we don't know. At the time of drilling, we can getting the plenty of water. Matter of 2-3 years, borewell can be dried up. So borewells, because millions of borewells are drilled across the world, 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet, 100 feet, like that. So many borewells, we are facing the drilling problem. At the time of drilling pay, we can say silt issue, boulders issue, casing pipe issue. Borewells are not ready to drill, like that. Some challenges we are facing. Some points issue, because so many places experienced hydrogeologists are not available. Some places in the borewell we are getting the water, but pumps are not matching. Some places electricity is the issue. Finally, awareness is not there. Literature is not there. In our websites, no websites are there. No educative websites are not there. Finally, data management is not there. That's why every country, we are spending crores of and crores of rupees for borewell, motors, pumps, pipelines, electricity. So we are using the huge amount of water for this groundwater issue. In this connection, one Mr. Professor Chandrakant is the professor in Gandhi Krishi Vignana Kendra, Bangalore. He wrote one book, Water Resource Economics. Almost 800 pages book pe 100 pages are covered by about the Devaraja Reddy's work in semi-arid terrain. Is a detailed story. Every farmer ka interview. What is the impact after borewell recharge? What is your borewell yield? What is the cropping pattern? How to minimize the water? What is the water auditing? Everything is there in this book. If any person interested, you can buy this book, Water Resource and Economics, from Mr. M.G. Chandrakant ka book. So I am basically geophysicist. I started my career as a geophysicist with the help of electronic device, because in India, n number of water devices are there, by coconut method or copper rod method or a watch method or ring method, like that. N number of geologists are there, because as a Devaraj Reddy using this device, this is geophysical electronic survey device. These instruments are manufactured in India, that is in Hyderabad. IGIS, Integrated Geophysical Survey Instruments. Almost 3 to 4 instruments I am purchased from my past career pay. Up to 1,500, 2,000 feet borewells are drilled using this technology. Yeah, every geologist can easily guess. This is the graph. You can see the graph 10 meter car, 20 meter, 30, 40 meter, like that. Up to 1,500 feet that we can go for the survey. In this graph, you can see these anomalies. You can see, based on this, almost 1 lakh plus borewells are selected using this geophysical electronic survey only. Some already I am told, because some places using these traditional methods like coconut method, some acacia, so many things are there in the field. Based on this, they will give 80% of the borewells are failure because of our traditional practice. So that's why I quoted, during the period of grandfather, we can say the plenty of water in the open well. Afterwards, borewell came, borewell also plenty of water. Matter of 30, 40 years, borewells are dried. Our open wells are also dried up. What next? So everywhere we can see the tankers. I think everybody can know, in not only India, Kingfisher beer brewery, United Breweries ka brand, Kingfisher brewery, their per day their requirement is 300 number of tankers. 300 number, you can imagine. So they are buying the tanker source. This water is not drinkable. This tanker source also 700, 800 ppm. This water go to the RO unit. Once after the RO unit, 70-30 ratio. 70% is waste, 30% only for the brewery purpose, RO water. This water goes to the brewery, and finally brewery bottles will come to the market. So how much we are spending for this brewery unit? After my visit, almost 6 to 8 months, with the help of rooftop rain harvesting pay, they are using directly to the brewery without no RO is required, because Rainwater is such a pure water everywhere, not only Nepal or India or some European countries. Every place, why can't we go for rooftop rain harvesting? This is one model. Open wells. Nepal also n number of these type of wells are there. We are once the water table is depleted, we are filling with waste and silty material because 4,500 year history of wells we are closing. That's why nowadays I am popularizing these wells, open wells. These open wells history is very good history. With this equipment, this is we can say long boom excavator. Long boom excavator. Using this equipment, we can 4 to 5 days pay. We can dig a open well short time pay up to 100 feet ka wells. In Maharashtra, they say 100 feet. 100 feet ka wells within 4 to 5 days pay we can drill. Because in shallow aquifer, these open wells are very ideal compared to the bore well. Open wells are very ideal. We can see the fresh water, crystal clear water, no nitrates, no other some arsenic. So nothing issues are there. Almost 50 to 60% of the open wells they're providing the for all the activities. This is one case study in North Karnataka. That's why come to the rainwater harvesting. Per year, almost 8,760 hours a year. Rainfall occurs only 100 hours some places. These 100 hours are very precious. We have to conserve every drop of water. In this rainwater, 70% is runoff, 30% can be percolated. In Nepal, some places 300 mm, some places 3000 millimeter rainfall. How to collect? Because I can give the one mathematics. 1 square meter area pe 1 millimeter of rainfall falls, we can collect 1 liter of rainwater. Some places we can say in Nepal, some pockets, 500 mm rainfall. In 500 mm rainfall, 1 acre area pe, we can collect 20 lakh liters of rainwater in this 1 acre area. You can even assume how much rainwater can be stored for the summer because summer maybe 4 months or 5 months is the summer. Na? That summer pay you can store the rainwater. This is a very easy concept. In Karnataka also we are promoting such type of water conservation works. Otherwise in Bihar there is one policy, harvest rainwater or you have to pay 1.5 times of house tax. Like that the policy may come. This is the cross section of the Mother Earth, India cross section. Top is soil zone, next is weather zone, next is fracture zone. Below this bedrock. We find sufficient of groundwater up to 300 feet thick. Below that, there is only massive rock. No groundwater potential pockets are not there. Somebody says Patal Gange, but no Patal Gange below this 300 feet. We are getting the water, but this water is not potable, not good for drinking, not good for agriculture, not good for industrial purpose also. Based on this, some places it differs. This is the cross section of the mother. Coming to the how this is the one model. How can this house pay? There one borehole is drilled, deep borehole pay. They are getting one fracture. This is neighboring house. They drill the borewell. This is first fracture, second gap, third source, fourth source. He says plenty of water in this borewell. But some places within a short distance pay, he is getting the open well also. Depending upon the geology, we can find the aquifers. That's why the geology is very important. Coming to the borewell, how to rejuvenate the borewell? Because n number of borewells we are drilled. If at the time of drilling water, after maybe 4 years, 5 years, it is a dummy borewell. We are neglecting this borewell. Please don't neglect your dry borewells. These dry borewells can be rejuvenated. This is one test, that is pumping test. If the pumping test pit will success, we can go for the recharge pit. The recharge pit may be depending upon the area, maybe 8 feet by 8 feet, depth of 8 feet. This is the cross section. Casing pipes are putting, fixing the filters, afterwards filling the different sediments like big stones, 40 mm stones, 20 mm stones, charcoal media, afterwards coarse sand or 6 mm aggregates. This is the one cross section. Depending upon the area, more than 20 type of recharge models we are designed. You can see the surface runoff, we can easily divert. One stage of filtration, next level go to the our borewell recharge unit. This is the cross section of the borewell. You can see inside the borewell, this is the crystal clear water has to go to the aquifer. In the industrial sector or the polluted gutters or drains, we should not contaminate, we shouldn't mix the rainwater to these gutters. Only for the borewell recharge, you have to select the surface runoff has to be good water or not. Then only you can put into the our borewell recharge units. This is the cross section of the borewell. One case study in Bengaluru. In Bengaluru, it is a villa community, Blue Jays Sunshine. The site cost is 2.5 crores, 60/40. Is built house. The person name is Sheshidhar Palaki. 60/40 pay, no borewell, no metro Kaveri water, no tanker water. The building cost is 4 crore rupees. 4 crore, can you assume? 4 crore rupees is invested, no borewell is drilled, no metro connection, no tanker source. Entire is building. Below we can see the storage tank. You see, three tanks are we were built: tank A, tank B, tank C. That's why we divided these tanks. One is rainwater tank, one is corporation water tank, another tank is a recycled water tank. But actually, his house by six numbers are there. That's why we are entire all the three tanks are filled with rainwater, no other source. 6 persons are there throughout the year. Storage capacity 1.5 lakh liter tank is there. Almost 8 years ka case study. Till today in Shashidhar Palaki Sarka house pe, this rainwater is for drinking, bathing, flushing, vehicle wash, gardening. Everything is covered by rainwater only. No RO system is there in the Shashidhar Palaki house. Like that, we are made so many challenges. Without borewell also we can go for house construction. So many spiritual centers. These are sadhus. Guruji ka naam is Basavananda Swamiji. Water quality is not good. Borewell TDS is more. That's why we built rainwater tank. The rainwater tank capacity is 65,000 liter tank. The tank is filled with rainwater. Guruji is chota hand pump. He is drawing the water. No electricity is connected this tank. He is using this water for all the activities, for drinking and cooking activities. This tank is named as a Basava Tirth. In the temple pe we are using the Tirthana like that. Is Swamiji Mandir pe, this tank is named as a Basava Tirth like that. So many people using the rainwater as a Shiva Tirth, Ganga, Ramatirth, like that. So many names we can giving. The quality, if you go deeper and deeper of the borewell, we find these type of scaling issues. That's why so many people, air fall is the main. You can see the because of the good quality of water is not there. Air fall, skin issue, or maybe scaling issue, like that. So many issues we have to face us. You can see the pipes are so scaling because water is not good. Iron maybe it will choke the pipe. Like that, quality what is very important. For the rainwater, you can go for these type of tanks. So you can very simple. The tank is covered by geomembrane. No leakages, no plastering, nothing is required. Huge tanks. You can see this is one model. You can see for agriculture or industry, for summer pay, you can why can't the community tanks? Every village pay for the based upon the village or community, we make 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore liter tanks. In Nepal, because 1500 1600 millimeter rainfall pay, no need of some other source to fill because rainwater pay you can fill. Maybe 10% of evaporation loss is there. Like this, we can these geomembrane tanks. Simple earthwork excavation, fine finishing covered by geomembrane. This material is high density polythene material. Minimum 10 years life. There is no, don't worry about these things. Finally, we have to cover with the fencing is very important because maybe misuse maybe happens. That's why we have covered with the membrane, with the fencing. Some farmers are very clever because 10% evaporation loss is there. They covered with the shade nets and all. So many people using their innovative ideas. Some one innovation is folding balloon water tanks, very popular nowadays. For a chota chota house pe, no cement is required, no ferro cement is required. With the help of balloon pe, you can store 1 crore, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh liter ka tanks. You can easily shifting at the time of shifting also you can use these balloon tanks. No evaporation loss. This water can be used for all the activities. If you want to spend some money, go for these Jinab tanks. It is very popular in Bangalore. Big apartments where they are going for these aqua tanks. The little bit costly. These tank cost about minimum 8 to 10 rupees per liter. Little bit costly. In Kerala, very popular. These ferro cement tanks. You see the beauty of these tanks. It is like a tank. The top is covered, lid is covered. Rooftop rainwater has to be filled. This is the tap. No electricity required. In Kasargod, in Kerala, it is very popular. Because of the quality is not good, we can feel these type of issues. Fluorosis, like that, so many issues are maybe happen. Entire India, you can see this color, brownish color is not the entire India, we are drilled the borewells. Just 50 years pay, more than 4 crore number of borewells are drilled across India. In the world, India stands first to draw the groundwater from the Mother Earth. What next? Almost 80% of the aquifers are dried up. Maybe 20% is there. What about the dead borewells, dry borewells? At the time of drilling, we are not getting the water. We are simply closing the borewells. But in Tamil Nadu state, there is one policy. At the time of drilling, if you are getting the water or no water, don't close your borewell. We have to provide the casing should be there. Like this, one farmer at the time of drilling no water, matter of 4 5 months, you can see the water. Like that, please try to don't abandon your borewell. Please get the borewell at the time of rejuvenation. You can use this borewell. Finally, water budgeting is very important. Some we say 2 inches, somebody says 3 inches. Because I say how much gallons of water is coming from your borewell. That's why water auditing is very important. What is the water required for agriculture or for household level? For any commercial usage, you put the meter. Otherwise, we can wasted our precious groundwater. That's why every drop has to be count. At the time of borewell pay, you can put the information board. How many number of borewells are drilled, borewell ka name, depth of the borewell, casing pipe details, how many gaps are we are getting, how much yield you are getting, pump details, casing pipe details, the cross section of the borewell. You see the one school, this is the borewell recharge unit, this is rainwater pipe from the rooftop, go to the recharge unit. Entire data is there nearby borewell. Like that, every water body pay, you have to make all the details. What is your open well capacity? What is the depth? What is the width? What is the water quality? How much water is required? Everything data has to be there in your water bodies. In Nepal, I observed so many elements are there. The elements are very, very important. You see, one case study in Karnataka. You see, 20 borewells are drilled across the element. One borewell number one, two, like that, 20 borewells. All the borewells are struck in the same depth. All the borewells were regenerated. This is the lineament movement. North-south lineament is there. The entire farm land water come to the rainwater come to this recharge unit. It will goes to the lineament. Because of this lineament, entire village groundwater table is improved. Like that, cost effective pay. You can go for aquifer recharge also. You see a farmer Pasuraju because his recharge structure. This is the borewell recharge unit. Is given all the details. 23 acres of land. Borewell depth is 240. Casing pipe is 40 feet. Yield is 1500. After recharge, this gone up to 3000 gallons per hour. Like that. There are case studies. This is the case study. You can see how much yield is improved. This is my house. My house is named as a Jaladam. My house is just 30, 40, 50 pay. My building is constructed. At the time of construction, I drilled borewell, just 100 feet pay, I'll getting 3000 gallons of water. Inside my house, there is one tank, that is rainwater tank. Capacity is 40,000 liters. Outside the parking area, one more tank, that is for municipal water tank. The storage capacity is 12,000 liters. In my house, three water resource. One is rainwater, borewell water, and also river water. My house rain harvesting, borewell recharge, groundwater recharge, solar. Totally, my house is eco-friendly. You can see the quality of water. In my house, already told now, this is municipal water source, 98 ppm. Our rainwater quality is 34 ppm. Our borewell quality is 1050 ppm. This TDS, total dissolved solids in the water. So in my house, rainwater is for drinking, cooking. The municipal water, Badra water is for bathing. Our borewell water is for flushing. Like that, every household level pay, you can put these type of water surgery, which water is ideal for like that. So you can see the rainwater, how beautiful rainwater. The pH is 6.5, EC is 10, fluoride 0, nitrate 0. So like that, no RO is required. This is such a beautiful water. Simple, easily a layman can do rain harvesting. This is the rooftop pipeline. It will comes, it will come, it will come. You will collect the rainwater with the help of buckets and putting in the tank. This is the LKG step. Finally, you can, this pipe can be directly go to the sump tank, water tank. Like that, every household level pay, you can collect rainwater, because just 30, 40 pay rainfall of 500 mm pay, you can usually collect more than 60,000 liters of rainwater free of cost. No energy is required. Very simple concept, a layman concept. You can see at the time of rainy days, you put the white cloth on the top. This is the water container. No filters are required. Such a crystal clear water you can collect in this tank. This is some typical models. One case study in Chitradurga. This mandir is Ramatirth Mandir. Our district collector Kavita Manikeri, for the inauguration, madam is came to my ashram, inaugurated this project. Finally, this district collector madam is using rainwater for directly drinking. No RO, nothing like that. So many places this rainwater can be using for all the activity. Rainfall about the India. India receives very good rainfall, 1,150 millimeter of rainfall. India stands second in the world, 1,450 millimeter, 1,150 millimeter of rainfall. South America stands first. If you collect the entire India ka rainfall, 1 crore 12 lakh 20,000 liters of rainwater can be collected. Our demand is only 70,000 crore cubic meter. You can easily, without uh, without groundwater contamination, you can easily draw the rainwater. For the soil erosion, this is the vetiver grass. Vetiver grass is very ideal for Nepal terrain. You see, the roots will be grow more than 1 meter plus. It will reduce the soil erosion and the conserve the rainwater wherever, whenever it falls on the ground. So the very ideal to conserve the soil and water is vetiver grass. In the vetiver grass pay, the vetiver caps, painkiller, mats, everything can be created in this vetiver grass. This is the Maruti Mandavika case study. So many schools were adapted. In the school pay, government schools for midday meals pay, we are providing the rainwater for drinking and all. In the school, we are making 3 student council. One is rainwater minister, one is student is forest minister, one student is sanitation minister. It is the vegetable garden in the government schools. You said the entire school seems to be green, green, green. Like that in Karnataka, you were made 5 model schools. All the 5 model schools received the award from the education department. This is one case study. In the school pay, we make the Miyawaki forest. You see, the children participation is very important in the schools. Every Miyawaki, the high density plantation, every plant to plant 1 meter or 1.5 meter interval, n number of species, all species, forest species or fruit species, exotic fruits like that. You see the Miyawaki forest in the schools. Automatically, within 2 3 years, the entire the school campus should be seems to be green. In some places, Nepal, where the shallow aquifers are there, where the sand thickness is there, you can go for sand bores. We can say filter bore or sand bore. This sand bore ka water is such a beautiful and crystal clear water. It is very popular in sand area. These are the filters you can see. This is the so many filters we are designed filter models. In if the place is available to make the big tanks, this is one case study in hospital area, big area, more than 10 crore liters of rainwater is collected. In the middle pay, you make the jock well. This water has to be filtered. This water we can pump for drinking purpose. Like that, we made so many tanks. We are giving the awareness. Awareness is very important. These are the marriage ceremonies. At the time of marriage ceremony, we are making use this our rainwater programs. You see, just after the marriage, we are promoting our books. This is the marriage ceremony. We are making slideshow. This is one case study in Karnataka. These belong to Telugu people. These are Karnataka. They don't know Kannada. They don't know Telugu. In the same ceremony, one dialogue is Telugu, one dialogue is Kannada, like that. So many marriage ceremonies, minimum per year, more than 10 plus marriage ceremony. I will given the lectures in marriage ceremony. Finally, the water usage is important. Every household level pay, every day we are using the vehicle wash. At the time of brushing, if you are giving good skills, within 1 liter pay, you can wash your mouth and all. If you neglect, maybe huge water will be wasted. Garden, every household level, where huge amount of water is wasted. Which water is the smart water? This is the easy way. A small chota house pay. This collected water is rainwater. This water is for drinking, cooking purpose they are using. Finally, this is my address. We are on website georainwaterboard.org. One YouTube channel in the name of Devaraja Reddy. You can go and watch this information in the YouTube channel pay. Like that, we made n number of case studies in not only Chitradurga, entire southern India. This is my house, Jaladamaka rainwater. This is 10 years old rainwater. Actually urgently I use the plastic bottle. I won't recommend plastic bottle pay. This is 10 years old rainwater. This water, no RO, no system is there in my house. I am using rainwater for drinking, cooking, all the activities, rainwater only. Like that, every person, you can easily can trust the rainwater. The simple filtration, the storage tanks are very important. Because 30 40 minutes we can't give all the solutions. This one's typical concept about water usage, water harvesting, water quality, all the things. If you are interested, because I will come to your area or by another conference pay, pure technically you can give all the details. Because one subject, because borehole recharge is one subject, groundwater recharge is another subject, water quality is another subject. Like that, there are different case studies are there. Because I want to conclude my, because lengthy presentation is lengthy, because I want to don't waste the time. I think I will conclude my uh, details. If you have any questions, please call me.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful presentation. There are some questions in the chat. Maybe we can take them. So I'll just read out the questions.
Okay.
Um, the first one is from Rakesh Shah. He's also done his PhD in the Terai region in Nepal. Um, so he asks, how suitable is rainwater harvesting in tanks for Terai in Nepal, where rainfall occurs only for a few months? And though the groundwater table is declining at shallow depths, the deep groundwater table is still untapped.
Okay. First thing, I want to recommend the surface water storage by putting the geomembrane or putting the clay capping or anything. If it is excess, you can go for the groundwater recharge like open well or bore well, some other remedies. First priority is to store the water. If the ground is not supporting, storage is the math 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, like that. Na? It is very ideal. 10% evaporation loss is there. For these geomembrane tanks, I am very interested to popularize. If you want to go for 1 crore liter ka geomembrane tank, the cost is 10 paisa per liter. 10 paisa, just 10 paisa, it is negligible. If you want to go for concrete tanks, the budget is huge. To make 1 lakh liter tank, it requires 20 rupees per liter. But the geo memory is very cheaper, but the protection is very important. These big tanks, based on the uh, requirement, how much water is required for the summer, 5 months. Like you have to plan for water harvesting structures.
So, to another question
Hmm.
by Ramesh Kumar. Urban flooding is a growing issue in our cities. Can you elaborate on how sustainable water management technologies can serve the dual purpose of reducing street logging while simultaneously recharging the groundwater table?
Yeah, at the time of flooding, I will give one case study of Karnataka. In Hubballi, there is one school, Lamington School. In Lamington School, every rainy day, there is a huge amount of water is collected. For the driving people, they will irritate the water. That's why this is a one case study. In the school campus, we identified one fracture to drill the borewell. The storm water is diverted to this borewell recharge unit. Like that, this is one way of control the flood. In the same area, we can find the fractures or aquifers should be there. If there is no aquifer, no percolation rate.
There's also another question by Rakesh Kumar.
Yeah.
For a small scale farmer in the Terai region, what is the estimated return on investment for installing a direct borewell recharge system? How many seasons does it typically take to see a tangible benefit in water availability?
Yeah. For a borewell recharge, it requires some aggregates like locally available stones, some pebbles, some sand items. If it is not there, you have to buy all the materials in the market. Maybe it is for Indian price. Like in Chitradurga, our hometown, the one borewell recharge cost maybe 50 to 60,000. The same design, if you go to implement in airport like Devaraja, it cost maybe 1 lakh plus, depending upon the material taken. Because a small farmer, he has to be involved without JCB and all, make Shramdan. Maybe 50,000 rupees pay, every common man can easily go for borrow recharge work.
Um, is there any other questions that we can take from other participants?
Hey,
Okay.
hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead, Ishwar.
Yeah, thank you, Devaraja sir, for a nice presentation. We really appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was very insightful, and the experience that you shared to us
Yeah.
is really great and really helpful. Sometimes we only study we see
Yeah.
Darcy equations and others, but we
Hmm.
never hear the real experience that is seen in ground.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I learned a lot. So like
Okay.
I have one question. So I'm from a different background. I work more on floods, but for
Okay.
groundwater, so like in Nepal, as you have mentioned a number of like contexts in Nepal. So how at like since due to climate change and like extraction of
Mm.
groundwater a lot in Tarai region of Nepal, I
Mm.
think the groundwater is continuously depleting.
Definitely.
So, like, how government of Nepal or like provincial governments should take policy actions so that like people have sustainable need for groundwater for future also. What policy you will recommend for the like government of Nepal like
Yeah. Yeah.
to get like solution for sustainable water? Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Actually, I like one policy in India, that is in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, Chennai pe, at the Jayalalitha ji is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in the year 2002-3. At the time, there is one policy. Every household level pe harvesting is must. Without rain harvesting, they will cut off the metro water disconnection. The people of Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, they are thinking the same line only. Na? If it cut the metro water, they can buy the tanker, can easily run. One nodal team, they are very strict officers. Every household level they visited, but the finally rain harvested people only 10%. Remaining 90%, they are not ready to do the rain harvesting works. The policy is very simple. They give the instructions from your rooftop. The rainwater falls on the rooftop. It is crystal clear water. This water you should not dump into your gutter. It is crystal water. You have to utilize properly. First thing is, if you have any borewell or open well, put the water into the borewell. If you have no borewell and nothing, you store your rainwater in your some tanks, water tanks. If you are not interested to use the rainwater, you put the rainwater inside your rose recharge well, chota well, maybe 4 feet rings and all. You put the aggregates into the in and around the well. You easily it will percolate into the mother earth. This is the policy. No results, only 10% are implemented. Finally, there is one more mandatory in Chennai in the year 2004. The policy is very correct. The policy name is, if you don't harvest the rainwater, we will disconnect our sanitary connection. Sanitary connection will be disconnected. Finally, the Tamil Nadu people, there is a big boom. Pipes, fittings, plumbers, technicians, very demand. My team will go to the Chennai and all. We did a number of works in Chennai. Big impact. What happens? Almost 80% of the Chennai is covered by rainwater harvesting. Till today, so many places, the water table we can be see in the open wells. That much of implemented. Like that, Kadak policies also, I think, very important. This should be scientific way, because any sanitary gutters are there nearby. We should not go for the recharge wells. The quality aspects very important. That's why education, water literacy is very important. Without water literacy, if you put the policies, maybe it won't be functioning. First level is rooftop storage. Second is conservation. Ultimately, for the ground recharge. Like that, just different levels of policies will be educated a lot. Because what happens in my place, every household level person or housewife or MS school, they are the nodal team for me. They will educate what is the technology, what is the cost, what is the use. They have to popularize it, because I am one person. Because my downline, n number of people are there. I say they are the heroes. Devaraja Reddy is not the hero. I'm the captain. That's all. They are the promoters. It will replicate based on those people. Like that. Nepal, the population is very small. Na? Automatically, we can easily promote these type of technology because very good rainfall in so many places. because industrial pollution, rainfall pollution, so many challenges are there. But in your area, pe, easily we can replicate within 2-3 years. Pe, we can don't depending upon the any piped system or deep borewells, because I won't prefer deep borewells. Already good old days, 30 years back, pe, our Guruji Radhakrishna ji told na only 25 meters they are recommended. But Nepal terrain, I won't recommend 300 feet deep borewells, because you are sensitive rock type, sedimentary rock type, very sensitive. Na. Maybe in India we are facing so many challenges, like in Ahmedabad, Delhi, sinking cities, we say, just 2 centimeters of our earth will sinking because of over exploitation of groundwater. Maybe Nepal also, if you go for a borings, maybe it will create another damage, because earth is not strong now. But we have to, storage is the best idea for your Nepal geology.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your reply.
Thank you, Ishwar, for your question. Is there anyone else with a question? You can put it on the chat as well, and we'll take up your questions. In the meanwhile, sir, I have a question. This is
Okay.
regarding groundwater recharge.
Okay.
Sometimes we build recharge structures, but because groundwater can flow by itself, so we want water in this area, and we recharge in this area, but underneath the surface, there's something else happening. So, like, how do we find out which is the best place to recharge? Like, is there an easy method to find out, or does it need like an elaborate study? And especially in regions like Nepal, in hilly terrains, if we recharge at one place, it's going to flow down to another place. So the original place will still be dry, and they'll still have water scarcity. So, is there any way to like come through this?
Yeah. In the good old days, maybe 20 years back, also same questions in Karnataka or Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu, people are asking the same questions. So if we go for recharge my house, neighbor also they can take the benefit. Like that, so many questions are will come. After the successive results, maybe it takes 1 year or 2 years, automatically after seeing the results, everybody can easily replicate. That is one thing. I think earlier geologist recommendation is very important. Automatically we are not unknowingly we can do the work now. Based on their
Sir,
recommendation, which place is ideal.
sorry to interrupt. Actually, your voice is not clear. We're not able to hear it clearly.
Yeah, yeah, your voice is okay.
There's some disturbance
Your
continuously.
your voice is okay. Audible, na?
Um, you're audible, but there is a certain disturbance.
Okay. Now okay.
There's still a disturbance
Disturbing, na?
actually.
Okay. I think net is there. Now okay. Atmana?
You're audible, but it's fine, so you can talk.
Yeah. I think beginning days, with the help of any experienced hydrogeologist recommendations only, if we implement, it will give the fruitful results. But mechanically, we can't give the Xerox copy, because maybe some person may be successful, some person not successful, based on the geologist recommendation. Because every aspect I have to inspect. Based on my instruction, our team will be follow. Because our team, they are not the geologists, na. They will MA background, some other background, they will come now. Based on my recommendation, they will easily go.
Thank you, sir. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, I'll also ask like one more question
Yes,
to
please, Isha.
so like since uh, Devaraja sir showed a lot of his experience and real impact in the ground. So does like Devaraja sir has tried to implement these solution to coursework also. Not only like we study very complex equation of groundwater that like even I don't know what's in that, but like as Devaraja sir like has any like I mean like he has like tried to implement these in coursework also, like as bachelor's levels or master's level, these real solutions. Uh, yeah.
Sir, we cannot
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah. Okay, now audible.
Yeah, now it's better. It's clear.
Actually, in Karnataka, we are conducting so many demonstrations. Demonstrations will easily replicate. In the demonstrations there are different people will come. In the demonstrations I will give the subject matter. The remaining thing has to be told by our farmer. A layman can easily do this step. That is one thing. In our universities, there is one programs we are conducting. All universities like agri or horticulture or some universities we are making uh, every school one school teacher is the nodal officer. He will educate the subject like that. In the planning commission, government of Karnataka, I recommend so many things. Every gram panchayat there is one person is the motivator. He has to educate the subject because in district headquarters there is technology is not available, motivators are not available, drawing designs are not available. Like that, university level, it should be comes in such a way in the form of booklets. In Kerala, there is one dashboard, CM dashboard. If you put any questions into the net, easily in the cell phone, you can get all the PDF, drawing, designs. Any questions, it will answer like that. It will maybe the big challenge to all the people. Somebody says rainwater is the huge expenses. Somebody not interested, they says, sir, it is a waste program. Like that, the education is not there. I think it comes through the education system only. That's why nowadays I am focusing the young children, young boys, just 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th standard people I am focusing. Because future, they are the water warriors. But the senior citizen, we were neglecting. We are not trustable about things now. That's why I'm focusing the school children's. The school textbook it will comes. Then only it will educate everywhere. Like that, so many quiz programs, essay writing, pick and speech. We will promote these type of subject in the school level.
Thank you, Devaraja sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Please note down my email ID.
Yeah.
Please note down my email ID. If you have any queries, anything, you can easily, every person can easily discuss with me any doubts or any ideas. Because it is the teamwork. Devraj, it is one person based on your terrain, your interest, your budget, your space availability. All the things we will discuss and finally we make the capsule form. In Nepal, any persons are using rainwater for drinkable standard? Are you
I
seeing
think
any?
there might be
Yeah,
someone using, but we don't have any exact data.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
cannot
yeah, yeah.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that should, it will be popularized. We have to popularize these things.
Yeah.
I think so many people to visit my house. They bring the bottles, they fill the rainwater, go to their house. They will proudly they say, "I am using today a rainwater. It is such a beautiful water. It is crystal clear water." I feel very happy. In the cooking household level, housewives they says the coffee is very tasty, our rice is very tasty. Like that, it will go into mouth to mouth publicity is very important. Na?
Can you directly drink rainwater, Devaraja sir?
Yeah,
Directly? Oh,
directly. Yeah, definitely, definitely. But you have to want to
interesting.
keep for the summer usage. It should be in the dark place,
Oh,
airtight, airtight, no sunrise. It should be prevent with the lockable system only. Actually, in
About,
India,
about
Dwarka is
rainwater, about rainwater, the only thing I like knew when I was small, like I'm also from Tarai part of Nepal. We
yeah,
used to
mm,
like take a bath in rainwater so that we
yeah,
don't have
very,
bleach in our skin. That I know, but
yeah,
we
yeah,
haven't like, used. I think yeah, there is very less
yeah,
like estimation of knowledge that we can really drink
yeah,
rainwater for we can drink rainwater and cook food. Yeah, that I
yeah,
really find
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That would
Actually,
solve a big problem in Kathmandu also, where we
yeah,
have acute shortage of water. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, no shampoo is required for bathing for
Oh, okay.
rainwater. Airfall can be controlled. Skin
Oh,
issues may be solved. Some case studies in India, the acidity is the issue, gastric issues, very, very taste cases, very, very.
yeah, that's very interesting. So, like, I have like in regards to this discussion, so
Mm.
is there any like literature or like scientific evidence where we say that like, rainwater accumulated at certain period of time in a year is how much it is suitable or I mean like the water quality parameters in that rain and a drinkable rain, how similar kind of like that are they? Like a
All,
bottled water, I mean, like from like
yeah,
um, factories kind of.
all rains are good only, but actually we are observed now. If you test the old water, 8 years rainwater also, the same TDS, same nitrates, no pH variation, it is same typical. Fresh water also same, 8 years
Oh.
rainwater also same. But you have to keep the rainwater in the proper storage tanks, like ferro cement tanks, like that. In the plastic bottle or plastic syntax tank pay, we won't recommend because it is the plastic. Na? Maybe it will add some other issues. That's why if all the rains are good, no question. First rain, last rain, middle rain. I think like that. No rains. All the rainwater is good. Only the thing is at the time of rainy days, first flush separation is very important. First flush. If one rain comes, maybe one week, 10 days gap, automatically our roof minimum dust will accumulate.
Mm.
Leaves will fall. Maybe birds ka issues are there. Like that. First flush separation is very important. First rain pe that dirty particle will go to the outside. Afterwards filtration. This filtered water has to be properly crystal clear water has to be put and stored even over some time. Then only it can be drinkable. For the UNICEF, they will provide one kit that is bacteriological test. In rainwater pe no excess minerals are not there. TDS is very ideal. The only challenge is the bacteriological issues. That's why our H2S bottle pay, you can easily test this water is drinkable or not drinkable. Like this, a simple test can be conducted easily in the household level.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Um, is there anyone else with questions? Otherwise, we can bring this discussion to a close. Um, So I think for me, I've learned a lot today, and it was a very useful discussion. And also all of the case studies that you have shown us, it's been a ray of hope. So there is a looming water crisis, but looking at your case studies, it makes us feel like it's a bottom-up approach that even we can contribute to solving the water crisis that we face today. And it is very much scalable, very much solvable. Um, Plus, for me, what was interesting was not only have these interventions improved water quality, water quantity, but also, I think in one of your case studies in Kirloskar, it has improved water quality as well. And that was very interesting to know. And I think another point that was an eye-opener for me was that open wells are better suited than in
Shallow
shallow
pit,
aquifer than deep
deep
water,
waters.
deep bore wells, right? So I think that is something I learned today. And so another insight was that I think, especially for Nepal terrain, sedimentation can be a big issue. So using vetiver grass around the recharge
Side.
structures, that can really help arrest sedimentation problems and clogging problems. Um, so also your way of, improving awareness through weddings, that was a very interesting idea, I think. So I think you've run us through all the overarching aspects of groundwater and also community understanding and how that can help in bringing people together and how building more literature and data management is really important. Wherever there is a borewell, there also has to be information regarding the borewell. That is very important. It'll help aid planning further ahead, right? So with that, I really thank you for your presentation, for the knowledge sharing, and it was a very useful session for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
Hello.